Hello, guys. Welcome to the Brain Lunch with Kevin. My name is Kevin, and this is a new episode on kindergarten, okay? Or if you like, preschool or nursery school, as it is also called in Cameroon, okay?
So I have a wonder. Why are there so few males in early childhood education in this country? Looking at the current stats, it's just around 2% of early childhood education teachers are men. I recently went to a district training. I've been going to district trainings all year, and I keep a close eye on this. In a district that has over 16,000 students, 17 elementary schools, I am the only kindergarten teacher. Think about that. It's crazy. And I'm just wondering why. I'm not criticizing, or I'm just wondering why this is.
A cone is like a party hat. A sphere is like a bouncy ball. 3D shapes are short and tall. A cylinder is like a can or cup. Cubes are likely.
So, when you look around in kindergarten, you may have noticed something really important. The majority of kindergarten teachers are females. Why? And this is what we are going to talk about today. Because somehow, back in Cameroon, it is very rare to think about a man teaching kindergarten.
Yeah, 2% of kindergarten teachers are male and 8% of US Air Force fighter pilots are female. Now, I'm perfectly happy to have a conversation about whether there should be more female fighter pilots, but there definitely should be more male kindergarten teachers.
Why do you think there should be more?
More male kindergarten teachers?
Yeah.
Because they serve as a very good role model to both deal with boisterous boys and also educate them effectively. I think that the educational outcomes that you get from young boys, especially when they have a male teacher, seem to be better. And if you are only getting a 1 in 50 chance that you're ever going to deal with a male teacher.
Okay, so in Turkey, now that I am in Turkey, I actually noticed that it is the same thing. So I decided to carry some research, and actually the result was quite shocking because I noticed that it is not just about Cameroon and Turkey. This is actually a worldwide issue. So since it is a universal issue, I decided to share this with you. So I will share the results of my research with you, okay? And we are going to go through this step by step. That is one after the other. Of course, after watching the video, please feel free to comment, okay? Let me know your opinion, if you agree with these reasons or not. And of course, you may as well click on the like button, okay, and subscribe to the channel. I noticed that we got more followers, so I appreciate it. Sorry. Okay, so please, let's keep it up. And of course, the more viewers I get, the more videos I will make. So please, let's make the magic happen. Okay, so kindergarten. It is acknowledged that male kindergarten teachers in Turkey are rare, facing a heavily female-dominated profession. Yes, with percentages at roughly 7.03% in public schools and 3.17% in private institutions, which is super low. So this is even lower than the US, which is actually which has English as first language. So this is insane. Okay, now in Cameroon it's actually similar because the majority of kindergarten teachers in Cameroon, okay, is around 94%, okay, for the females, and so about only 6% for males. So you see that this is not actually a specific case. Like this is not just about African countries or Turkey or even the US. So why don't we have more male teachers in kindergarten? Let's start with the first reason, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. I know you saw this coming, okay? We already know that the the concept of family, okay, is organized in such a way that women are supposed to take care of the kids, right? So, consequently, males do not see themselves in this position. So, women obviously are the most preferred option as far as kindergarten teachers is concerned, because it's not like males are actually motherly. You see what I mean? Like at home, we already have mothers taking care of kids. So they are just transferring this capacity in school. So somehow the nurturing ability of women to take care of kids is actually being applied in school. So this is why women are more like naturally okay chosen for this position in kindergarten. So what do you think about it? Still on societal stereotypes. You already know that the males are generally the breadwinners of the family. Okay, it's not me. Okay, this is life. Okay, that's it. All right, take it easy. So, we already know that the males are generally responsible to take the money, okay, back home. So, to do this, they have to get a high paid job, and kindergarten unfortunately doesn't fall in this category because most kindergartens teachers or kindergarten teachers are not paid well enough. You know, the salary is quite low. Okay, so consequently the money is not enough, okay, to sustain the family. So why will a man go for this kind of job? You see what I mean? So obviously the males will not move to kindergarten as teachers. So this is actually an interesting point. Another point is that when you are the breadwinner, okay, in your family, imagine that your wife has a very good job, okay? She's, I don't know, maybe a professor or even a banker, I don't know, okay? So somehow there is this uncomfortable feeling, you know, between the spouses, which means that the man, which makes that the man is less liable to go to a job lower, which is actually perceived as a lower category job compared to his wife. So the man will always search for a more valuable job, okay, compared to his wife. So unfortunately, this is the mindset that is ingrained in most men. So he will definitely not go for kindergarten. Yes, males are preferred in high grades. Okay, that is uh, high school, for example, middle school. You see, this is where you may see more male teachers at this level because the kids are already somehow grown-ups. Okay, these are not babies anymore. You don't need to change the diapers, for example. Okay, so consequently the the male teachers find themselves in a kind of father-like, okay, position. So the males, especially the male students, are more how can I say, liable to perceive the male teachers as role models. So consequently, if you have to choose, if you have a male and female teacher who are candidating for kindergarten, you will prefer to take the female for kindergarten and the male for high school or even middle school. So this is why we have less male teachers in kindergarten. So let's move to the next point.
He's gay. What kind of a man teaches kindergarten? He's obviously gay.
Yeah, well, a male kindergarten teacher is just not what I'm used to.
Samantha calls him the giant.
As a male teacher, never ever entertain closeness with your female students. Yes. If you are able to do this, it would really help you not to be accused of pedophile activities. Yes. Do not give any chance to be a pedophile or to be involved in a pedophile activity.
Unfortunately for the men, there is a very striking reality. Okay, we live in a society where people don't feel safe anymore, and consequently, parents feel more comfortable and safer with female teachers. You know, with sexual abuses, which are actually very current, and the males are generally always judged. Okay, let me put it that way. So, consequently, it is very difficult or even challenging for most schools to hire a man, okay, in that position. Even we already know that being a kindergarten teacher actually implies a lot of things: changing diapers, hand patience, okay, and the soft voice and a lot of character, which is actually not always the case or attributes for the male teachers. So most of these characteristics are attributes of females. So of course, the females are the best candidate in this position. So does it mean that all kindergartens should never hire male teachers? I don't think so, because somehow the male teachers have something to bring too. Role models, for instance.
They serve as a very good role model to both deal with boisterous boys and also educate them effectively. I think that the educational outcomes that you get from young boys, especially when they have a male teacher.
It's not just about female students. We also have male students who may be encouraged, okay, just by saying, okay, a male teacher teaching them in a very cozy, in a very joyful atmosphere. So this can be very encouraging for this little boy who may even be encouraged to be a teacher just like his actual teacher. So this is also role modeling. So the place of role modeling is very important. So also this will kill actually the stereotype, okay? Because in doing so, there is a kind of filter of stereotypes in the minds of the kids who will get used to seeing, okay, male teachers more often. Okay, so this will actually create a balance between the male students and the male teachers, and even why not create a more comfortable atmosphere between the parents and the teachers if this could be possible. So, what do you think about this? These reasons, okay, that I found on the internet. So do you think that there are more reasons? Okay, are you watching the video as a teacher or as a student? Let me know in the commentaries. If you like this kind of videos, let me know as well, so I can do more research and provide you with more interesting and quality videos. So this was the Brain Launch with Kevin. Kevin out.